I don't know. This is the first time we've ever done this. Nope. I had it there.
Centered.
It blocks my face. Stop. This is our first vlog. We didn't plan anything. It is, what is today? Friday. March the what?
Oh, 9th. Duh. I have something going on today that has been on the 9th for like 2 months. Today's the 9th.
Today's March 9th. Is there a name for this segment? Tool Time with Dave and Jenny?
Sure.
It's time for Tool Time with Dave and Jenny.
You can't say it's time for tool time. You just say it's tool time.
Why not?
Because time for tool time sounds...
It is the moment for Tool Time with Dave and Jenny. I should probably explain what a router is. If you don't know, a router, and I'll explain this in the chair video, a router just spins a bit really fast. And there's all sorts of patterns and everything you can have on this bit. You can also have straight bits. You can cut like big wide channels and things. This is a really big straight bit right here. But it's just a giant motor that spins a big heavy bit really fast. So there's that. But there's this plunge base, which it looks kind of like this base, but you've got these little spring-loaded things here. So let me throw this on real quick. All right, so very quickly I can push this lever and I can change the depth of the bit right here. And then in addition to all that, right in here, it's got this little wheel that's got like different steps. So there's stops. You can adjust this little doodad here to be like a depth stop. So if you know you're working towards a depth and you want to take smaller bites to get down to that depth, you can set everything to go down in steps. That keeps the bit from taking off too big of a bite and getting caught, ripping the wood out, tearing it. But yeah, and then this lever on the back here just lets this base go up and down really quickly. All right, so the router story. So this is the first router I had. So we moved into this house almost a year ago, and the first thing I did was I opened a Home Depot credit card, and I bought a ton of tools. So that's where we started. This is one of the routers. This is the router I got. It's the big 2 horsepower one from Home Depot, the Rigid brand. Again, we don't do sponsorships. We don't roll that way. We will take free tools, but we're not gonna sit here and do sponsorships because that's just not fair to you guys. Because we want you to save money. We want you to actually make an informed decision, not an informed decision with a ton of bias from another tool company. That really irritates us. So I know it means we'll make less money, but we're not in this for the money. Damn it, this is fun.
I'm in it for the cheap furniture that I don't have to buy at a store for 3 times the price.
Right, yeah. If you guys save money on furniture, that's enough for us to do all this work. But anyway, so yeah, it's the 2 horsepower router. It doesn't come with a plunge base. It's just got the fixed base, which is fine. It still like adjusts up and down pretty well. Had this in a router table on my table saw, and it worked great. It was plenty powerful. It's got the speed control and everything, but one day I had it in the router table and I put a chamfer bit in here, which is great. But I let the bit go all the way down in the collet before I tightened it, and apparently that's not what you're supposed to do. So it got trapped in there, and I'm telling you guys, I was reefing on this thing for like 2 weeks before I gave up. I was like holding it in the vise. I was grabbing it with like a gigantic wrench, like just cranking on it. I had like a cheater bar on the wrench. Like I tried everything I knew to do to get this router bit out. And eventually what I did was I just cut the router bit off, cut it off, drilled out with the drill press, drilled out the bit thinking I could get the collet out. Well, the collet is still stuck in here. So I don't know what to do. If anybody has ideas, please let me know, because this is a perfectly good router. Otherwise, it's just the collet is stuck in the screw here. And I didn't want to go full AVE and take it apart and then not be able to put it back together. So it's just chilling like this. This one stays. So this is what we got first. Then after I finally gave up on that one, what we got was
we bought a second router.
Bosch router. I forget the model number. It was not the latest and greatest. It was the one before that, and I read that this one is actually a little better than the newest one. This one came with the fixed base and the plunge base. I have the plunge base here, and that's really nice because you can very quickly change the depth of what you're doing with the plunge base. It's really nice. It's a good bit quieter than this one. I don't think it's quite as strong as this one, but just for the sheer convenience that it's got two bases, and I don't have to, I can just pull this body out of the fixed base. Should be able to. I can just pull this off, and then this router just goes straight into the fixed base that I keep in the router table that I made. So that's that. That's our router. If you know how to fix our old one, sure would like to know, because right now it's just a big old motor. I can't even think of a use for it right now because it's 2 horsepower. It's a lot of torque. All right, so that's tool time with Dave and Jenny for this week. So yesterday we finally delivered the toy box.
Our monstrous toy box. We literally got it to their house and we're like, oh yeah, let's carry it inside, because it's been in our garage this whole time. And it never seemed as big as it is in the garage until you take it to somebody's house, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's take it downstairs, and then you're like, this thing's so heavy.
Yeah, and they've got they've got an old northern house in North Dakota, and it's like, it's not,
super cute.
Yeah, their house is great. It's just the doorways are kind of narrow, and then there was a really weird area. It wasn't weird. It was just awkward with the giant. we were
normal
weird
in every other sense, but awkward when you're carrying like a massive toy box through it, whatever.
The house is fine, but anyway, our massive toy box was weird. Through the house, it fit in its final destination, but hopefully, the cat's right next to the camera. Hopefully he doesn't just knock it into the floor.
Oof. Back to woodworking. What have you been up to? We delivered the toy box. That was super cool. Their son was adorable. Of his reaction, it was so precious. He was like getting his toys and like putting it in the toy box, and so you're like, oh, he's using our toy box. He loves it. But yeah, other than the toy box, we have been working on some chair seats to match this kitchen table. Because we just had like the stock ones that came with our old kitchen table, and they didn't match. Like, go figure, you can't find solid hickory chairs. That's just not a thing.
That'll be the next project, is those chair seats going up. We're almost done with those. We just got to finish them.
They look good.
Yeah, they do.
We just had a big blizzard. Well, not a blizzard, but we had a big snowstorm here. Like, snow days galore.
I was stuck at work for 3 days straight. That's just how my job works, but I got stuck in this snowstorm for 3 days straight in a very tiny area. Very fortunate I'm not claustrophobic.
Yeah, and I would go outside and measure the snow every day. We have a little patio table outside, and every day it just like, I would pull the ruler out and I'm like, oh, we're up to 8. Oh, we're up to 9. Oh, final day, we're up to 12. Awesome. So it's just been an adventure, like plowing the snow constantly, and our backs are sore from shoveling, but
your back is sore.
My back, you were stuck at work. My back is sore from shoveling. The dog likes it, I guess. We'll go play in it.
Yeah, he prances around like a deer.
Yeah, he looks like a deer or a gazelle. He doesn't even look like a dog because the snow goes up to his belly.
If you don't know, we have a Doberman, and I've never had a big dog before. I had dogs growing up, but I never had a horse.
He is a horse.
Oh my gosh. He's huge. He's growing. He's about 8 months old now.
Yeah.
I'm going to start obedience training as soon as there's not a foot of snow outside.
Yeah. I'm currently thinking of ways to decorate this wall that you see behind you. So his specialty is like all the woodworking stuff. He's way better at it than I am. My thing is I love decorating. I love like staining the wood a certain color to match a look I'm going for.
You love sanding.
Yeah, I love
Which is convenient for me.
Yeah, that's convenient. I like putting the bells and whistles on projects and making them look really, really good. And that bleeds over into our home too. I like decorating. I have fun with it. I want to make a little like hook, like a coat hook rack to go back here and hang some baking aprons on and stuff like that, and maybe some hanging planter boxes over there. That can be out of pine or pallet wood, whatever. But
sure. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh, so. Well, that's a surprise. That's my plan.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So you might see videos on that.
Yeah.
A little later. That's my project.
Are you thinking like super basic, or are we thinking like full project video? Are we gonna film it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna film it.
Okay.
I don't know why we wouldn't. Maybe somebody else wants to know how to make planter boxes.
I'm sure they do.
There you go. But it should be pretty simple. We might even be able to put them both in one video.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Coming up soon, it's because it's spring, or it's supposed to be spring. It doesn't look like spring, but it's supposed to be spring.
Spring everywhere else.
We're gonna make some like herb garden planter boxes. So if you're into gardening or something, show you really quickly how to throw together just some scrap wood to make some planter boxes, some herb, maybe an herb garden.
Yeah.
If you're not into the huge gardening thing, you can just have a little herb box in your kitchen. You have fresh herbs
On your windowsill.
year long. So yeah, we'll show you how to do that. Yeah, just things to look forward to next. Big project we're gonna start coming up pretty quick is we're building a giant built-in bookcase downstairs. We built a nice big desk, and that's where we edit our videos and all that stuff, and it's great, but we need some bookshelves because we've got like stacks on either side of the desk, really big, of just too much crap. So we need a bookcase to organize it all.
I feel like half the issue is like, oh, we have so much crap, let's build bookshelves to hold all the crap, not like, do we really need all this crap? Maybe we can do some of that too. We'll just go through
most of it's books.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate throwing away books, and I don't like to give them away because it's every time I've given away a book, like a month later, I've needed that book again.
That
so when I give away a book, I buy 2 or 3 copies of it because I know I'm going to give another copy away, and I want to keep my own copy. Well, thanks for joining us.
Oh wait, I wasn't looking up. Do it again.
Thanks for joining us, the 4 of you that are watching. That's great. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
You're one of our 4 viewers. Yeah. So regular project videos should resume next Monday. So check it out on Monday, and you'll get to see the next step of the toy box. So that's all we got going on this week. I hope this was informative for you. If you could think of any ideas that we could include in the vlog, or things that you want to see, or maybe another type of segment, let us know.